So in today's video, we're going to be focusing on two different exploits, one of which will likely get you banned if you do this one. So it's just something to be aware of. We'll kind of walk through what these are so you are aware of what's happening in game, and then hopefully they fix these as soon as possible, as soon as the next patch update goes through. And the main reason I want to bring this up is because one of the main reasons that they find hackers, especially since the game doesn't really have an effective anti-cheat, is they rely on reporting and accurate reporting, which I don't really believe it should be the case. I think there should just be some kind of anti-cheat. Detect when somebody has above 70% headshot, boom, kick them out the game, or give them some kind of warning, or review their gameplay, something so that they can require a manual review other than just going through all these reports, and people could just be toxic and reporting people just for the sake of it. So we're going to be talking about those two exploits and the ban wave that is coming through, because obviously the game has a serious issue with hackers, regardless if you're in the free version of the game or the paid version. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you hit the like button. Goal on today's video is 1,500 likes. If you're brand new looking to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, just make sure you subscribe with notifications on. So this was the first thing related to bans. It says cheating won't be tolerated, and it goes on and it kind of explains different apps that you can purchase that basically give you those cheats, which are often called hacks. There's third-party software that allows you to modify the created class and go in and modify the files, which is all unauthorized. It includes, but is not limited to, aimbots, wall hacks, trainers, stat hacks, texture hacks, leaderboard hacks, and whatever the heck, it goes on and on. Avoid tutorials and services that modify your camo or any of that type of stuff, because people are selling camos and blueprints basically at a discounted cost. If you want Damascus, you don't have to grind it out. And if you're using any of those services, you're likely to get your account banned. But in addition to that, there's also a reporting system that allows you to get banned. In case you guys have ran into a hacker, you typically report them, they get enough reports, they pop up as a red flag, and then eventually get banned. In this particular case, if you use one of these exploits, you can definitely put yourself in one of those positions. So now let's go ahead and look at what is actually happening, and then hopefully these things get fixed sooner rather than later. So this first one has to do with unlimited pinging, and this is a scenario where it kind of happens. The guy was up there, I end up getting killed, they're gonna run out, and then what happens is, as long as there's a live ping, a dead player, even a live player, as long as they're looking at the overhead view of the map, they can continually ping that player. Obviously it'll give that noise over and over when you're playing. Your teammates will just say enemy, 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 enemy. You know, it kind of gets annoying. But what you will see is that it's very possible to mark. So I've marked that guy, and then I'm going to go in the menu to demonstrate that. And you can see when I'm right here, I'm able to mark it and just continually mark the enemy. You can see my teammate was able to hold the mark, and then I'm able to do the same thing. I could just continually spam the ping there, and it'll live marker the enemy, which is obviously broken, right? Obviously that's broken. And obviously I'm just spamming the hell out of it as an example, but this is available in the game currently, and I don't know if this is intended. I don't believe it's intended, but obviously it could be exploited in a way that just isn't fair, because there's no way to notify the player that's being marked that they're actually being pinged in this particular way. So that's one of them. Obviously that one is what it is. They'll hopefully fix it. I think this one's been in the game for a couple months now. It's kind of more recently come to my attention, and that's why I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention, because it's obviously unfair and is an issue that should be addressed. Now let's go ahead and focus on the next one that I highly recommend you guys avoid, but at least you guys know what it looks like. So this is a bug related to the spotter scope, and what you'll notice is that when you run around and stuff like that, you're gonna have the spotter scope already active. I've already done the exploit, so it happens. I didn't kill anyone in the match because I didn't want to get reported for anything, but I did want to demonstrate exactly what it does. If you've ever used the spotter scope, you'll kind of know the effects. When you look into it, it kind of spots targets, almost like that personal radar type thing, or the recon drone. It'll mark players just by ADSing and looking at them. So what you'll see is I end up spotting a guy on the roof. I end up spotting him because he has a big old glint, but when I look, you can see there's a box around him. It's very small, but when I do look at him, it would auto mark him if he didn't have cold-blooded or whatever the heck prevents it in this particular scenario. So I was kind of waiting out just so I could spot somebody, and I'm just kind of waiting around, and then somebody ends up trying to bank their stuff, and all you got to do is aim down sight at them, and it'll mark them automatically. So we'll go ahead and see that in action here. So you heard the noise. So, and look, I just ADS and it automatically marked the enemy. And you got multiple teammates there. You can see them through the smoke. Look at how long the marker lasts. So it's quite a long time. That's pretty much the scenario that you could run into. If somebody's watching the kill cam, they're going to notice that you have an issue where you're able to track them and spot them without actually marking them, and there's no player marker. So it's going to look very suspect after they've been killed. So I would avoid using this particular thing. I didn't show you necessarily how to do it, but if you're going to go ahead and try and do that, you're probably going to get into trouble and likely to be banned in that next ban wave. So this is definitely one I would avoid. I think this is just issues that have continually happened with the game. They introduce a mechanic, they ruin another mechanic. There's no reason for the spotter scope to be added to the game. No one asked for it. Hardly anyone I play with uses it. And I only heard about this because I was talking to Scopes and he just said, hey, you hear about that other exploit that's going around? Somebody hit me up about it. I was like, no, I didn't hear about it. And then we got to talking and then I looked it up to try and see what it was so that more people are aware of it, because I'm sure there's scenarios where if there's somebody just killing multiple people because they're marked, they're going to end up getting reported a bunch, and then their account's going to get banned. It's like, why did I get banned? I didn't do anything. This is definitely one that'll likely get you banned if you're getting reported, which will likely happen if you're killing people through walls, through smoke, or whatever the case is. So I would highly recommend avoid doing this one, and then hopefully we'll see these get fixed in one of the next updates coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, learned something new. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.